So who would have thought you could grow a banana plant in a bucket? Well, it is possible. So this is Beatrice, the banana plant. Beatrice used to be a soil plant that was turned into a water bucket plant. And she has outgrown her area dramatically. So I'm in a conundrum. So I have got to fix this situation and get her in a better spot. She still loves the bucket, loves the water, loves the solution, and has pretty much just doubled in size within the past few months. I got the nutrition straightened out and Beatrice just took off. So there are a couple ways you can do this, right? You can get a soil-based banana plant and use the garden water bucket system. So what I did is figured out I needed to hang Beatrice using some netting. So I had some netting, and look at those roots. That is just insane. So I used some netting to hold Beatrice in to the bucket to keep her upright. And then instead of having the roots down in the system, because that sprayer is going to spray that solution on her roots, and then she also gets that oxygen that she needs for this explosive growth. So I put some netting. So what I did is I cut out pretty much like a square. I had a square of this netting, and I cut out kind of isosceles triangles at each length of the netting to kind of have like an X pattern, and then I wrapped that around Beatrice and then pulled these up. Now, before she was much smaller, I actually had these collars that I would fit into the top of this. There's a hole that's in that top of the bucket, and use that to hold all of this in place. But as you can see, Beatrice has grown over that, and I've had to remove these, and now I kind of need to widen this a little bit to give her some growing room and to properly make sure all of her roots. And it looks like another baby has been born. So I will see if I can take that one out and grow that. So she grew when she was small, she grew another baby. So what you can do if you want one that's native to water, I'll go show you one of those. So this is Beatrice's baby. This was absolutely tiny when I first saw it, and it has been native to water forever. And you can see the root system is doing really, really well. It grows really well in the water. So these are dwarf banana plants. I really don't know how big these things are gonna get. So, I don't ever plan for these things to be successful, but when they are, it's like I kind of scramble to figure out what to do. So anyway, this is Beatrice's baby. So for now, this is growing in rock wool. So I had that tiny little thing that I stuck in the rock wool. I had no idea that if it would survive or not. And it has done really well up to this point. This thing was absolutely tiny. I mean, I'm talking about like it was about the size of maybe like a lead, the tiny thing that comes in a pencil. It was really small. And it has grown dramatically. And it's winter and it's cold, so it's not really the optimum conditions for these things. But anyway, it looks like it's growing. So you can grow these. You can take a soil plant, wash it off, wash all the soil out of the plant, put it in that solution, put it in the garden bucket like here, and it will the pump will go up and it will spray on it, and it will get, probably the first few months, you're gonna have to kind of rinse out the water and to get all that soil and the dirt, and then clean the pump, and then eventually all that stuff will be gone. And then you'll have a completely native plant that goes in there. So you can do that with other plants. Some might take, some might not. It just depends on the plant. And then of course it's a major shock. So if it might not do well, but banana plants so far have done well. Now granted, Let me go back to Beatrice. Granted, I don't know if Beatrice is going to make fruit, and pretty much one of the main things I wanted to do is too cold here in the wintertime to have a banana plant that will keep growing. I've seen some people that have them, but it's been freezing a lot here. And I just wanted to see if I could get this to work, and obviously it does. And I also wanted to have bananas fresh off the tree. I've never in my life had bananas fresh off the tree. So I really hope that other than producing lots of babies, that Beatrice may one day have bananas. And I think that would be like amazing. So what I have to do is I gotta fix this because poor old Beatrice needs a little bit more space to grow, and I need some new collars to go on here and kind of plan for her to grow even more, because she's getting big and she's only growing. I mean, you see this, I have to lengthen these things up. I just kind of left it goofy like that just so I can see how many times I've done it. But yeah, you can grow bananas in a hydroponic solution. It's possible. So, you know, what you can do is you can just try it. You can try it and see how it works. Doesn't work, you didn't lose anything, right? You know, give it a go. Have fun with it. So I'm going to work on this solution, kind of try to figure this out. And I will post that up when I have figured out how to get Beatrice a new home.